Hello, Shalom. Today we're starting our program from a very unique event near the city of Tel Aviv. It's hard for me to concentrate right now. We'll be starting in just a moment. Wow, that was good. Now let me explain. We're starting our program today from the Alternative Exhibition, which is taking place in Ganei Tarucha, which is located not far away from the city of Tel Aviv. The Alternative Exhibition, or Alternativa in Hebrew, brings together alternative medicine, health food, unconventional treatments, and any product or service that can, according to the suppliers, help improve a person's life. Throughout the past few years, supermarkets throughout Israel have stocked a variety of health food products, and many alternative health clinics have popped up. Are Israelis becoming more aware of natural health?
In Israel, all the knowledge about the alternative medicine began, let's say, 10 or almost 15 years ago. In 3 years it was only got bigger.
And I think that it's not just in Israel, but I don't know, the feeling is a change all over the world.
There is a progress in the country towards health and natural nutrition.
It's a fact that many people are afraid today to consume sugar because of the chemicals involved in sugar production.
People know that they can make a difference, and they are responsible for what they put in their mouths, for the thought, for their health, for their physical body.
With the exception of the word alternative, there's nothing really in common between the large variety of treatments and products in this exhibition.
We are selling a few products that we have imported from South America, from Peru. It's herbs, medical herbs that treats all kinds of problems.
We're here to present our program for quitting smoking.
I treat people, many people with various problems, if it's physical or emotional, with prayer to God.
This is a shiatsu system from neck to the leg, like what I have right now. I'll put a higher speed. See, whoops, 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 whoops. It's a belly dancing while I'm getting a massage too.
I translate books from Japanese food, how to cure people from cancer and to eat health food.
לדוגמה, המוצר הזה, כאלה.
For example, we have this product for headaches and migraines.
We're making feng shui products out of glass crystals to make your house with lots of good energies coming from the Holy Land. If you hang it in the window with the sun, it breaks the light to the rainbow colors, which brings the nature inside your home.
We are selling special cooking units in which one can cook without oil, without water, and fry without oil. So you got the food to be much more nutritious with the vitamin and minerals much more than any other conventional cooking system.
I manufacture those products. It's give out for the air negative ion, and negative ion good for a lot of people from a lot of things.
In addition to meeting the different fields of alternative medicine, visitors to the exhibition could go through a short treatment for free.
Wind cold or ruach kor.
I'm treating a patient who's suffering from a cold. In Chinese medicine, this is called wind cold. I'm improving blood circulation in the muscles and strengthening the immune system.
We are balancing the energy field. It influences the physical body, it influences our health, it influences our power in life.
We are doing here massage, general sport and medical massage for the people who's coming to visit here.
So what should we be eating?
Brown rice, seaweed, and miso soup.
From the Alternativa exhibition in Ganei Tarucha near Tel Aviv, that's all for now. We'll be back in the studio right after this. You're far away from Israel, but did you know you could enter an Israeli mall? Israel NN Mall is the source for wonderful Israeli and Jewish gifts on the web. So check out our site at israelnnmall.com.
ArutZSheva.com.
Welcome back. Our viewers from North America might not be familiar with the Eurovision competition that Israel takes part in every year. In this competition, each country presents one song that represents their homeland. This year, Israeli singer David Deor will represent Israel. In the coming weeks, Israelis will be able to choose one of 4 songs that David and his team put together for the Eurovision. So, here's a short look at Israel's representative to Eurovision 2004. David Deor was born in Israel and is a graduate of the Jerusalem Music Academy. Throughout the years, David took part in a variety of performances with important institutes like Habima, the Israeli National Theater, and Israel's Symphony Orchestra directed by Zubin Mehta. Deor's unique countertenor voice is fascinating, with its remarkable flexibility and power. Beside all this power, David's singing gives a down-to-earth feeling, and this combination is what Israel will be presenting in the upcoming Eurovision contest. Now let's visit the tomb of Rachel in Bethlehem, Kever Rachel. Rachel, the beloved wife of the 3rd patriarch Yaakov, died in childbirth on the way to Hebron. Yaakov buried Rachel on the road to Efrat, rather than at the family burial plot at the cave of the patriarchs in Hebron. Our sages tell us that he did so because he foresaw that his descendants would pass this site many years later on their way to their forced exile in Babylon. And then, we are told, Rachel would pray for their safety and their ultimate return. Let's see how Rachel's prayers are being heard and her requests are being granted. One of the many groups arriving for solidarity missions in Israel is this group from Baltimore. Part of the program of their mission includes a visit to Kever Rachel.
How can we come here and not visit Kever Rachel? How can we not visit our mother? This is a place where Jews have prayed for centuries, where Jews have prayed for their children, for the children of the Jewish people. How can we not visit here?
More and more people are coming to visit Kever Rachel, although it is located in the middle of the Arab-controlled city of Bethlehem.
If your mother was in a dangerous neighborhood, I'm sure you would visit her as well. We have to come.
Kever Rachel is in Israel, and every Jew should feel free to walk anywhere in Israel. I worry about hostile Arabs anywhere, and as a Jew, I have to be able to walk freely in my homeland.
To see such a level of activity here, it's something we haven't seen for a while, and it's only because people keep coming that we're going to see the level of activity grow and grow, and that Rachel, who's crying over her children, should be able to see them and be comforted.
In addition to praying to Hashem and Mother Rachel's merit and being inspired by Rachel and her commitment and faith, the group had another purpose as well. The group took part in the inauguration of a new bulletproof shuttle bus that was bought with donations from Jewish communities in the diaspora. Miriam Adani initiated this project and contacted potential contributors from around the globe. In time, her dream was actualized.
To make it possible for Jews to arrive here 24 hours a day. This shuttle will be taking people from the roadblock to Kever Rachel, a distance of only 300 meters.
The windows and the roof, everything is protected. If someone shoots at this vehicle, the glass prevents penetration of the bullets.
The inauguration ceremony also included the celebration of the bar mitzvah of 4 children, the son of Miriam Adani from Jerusalem, 2 children from Gush Katif and the Gaza Strip whose families were affected by terror, and a 13-year-old from the Baltimore group. But it's not only thanks to the bulletproof buses that Jews are able to pray in Kever Rachel. IDF soldiers stand on guard day and night, protecting this holy site. The visitors expressed their gratitude by presenting the local IDF officials a certificate of appreciation, and the bar mitzvah boys themselves gave out parcels to the soldiers who were on duty at the time. The visitors to Kever Rachel know very well that it's written in the scriptures that our mother Rachel is longing for her children who are still in exile.
We're in great anguish and pain that we're not here yet. We have no good excuse. We're not going to try to make any excuse. We encourage our families to go, we encourage young people to go, and God willing, we will be here soon as well.
In Jeremiah chapter 3, God comforts Rachel by saying, "Refrain your voice from weeping, your eyes from shedding tears, for there is reward for your labor. They shall return from the enemy's land, and there is hope for the future. Your children shall return to their own country. V'shavu banim ligvulam.
I've been here many times. I remember the times when it wasn't necessary to come in armored buses and have it in a fortress, and I look forward to the time when Jews and all people who want to worship will be able to do so in freedom and total security without having anyone shooting at them because of their religious beliefs.
And now, our weekly insight. In addition to the precept of washing hands upon waking up in the morning, Jews also wash hands before eating a meal with bread. This precept is also known as Netilat Yadayim in Hebrew. We are now joined by Rabbi Samson from Jerusalem. Shalom, Rabbi Samson. What's the meaning of Netilat Yadayim?
Shalom, Yoni. Shalom to all of our viewers. The question of washing hands is a very interesting question. And there are two different reasons which are given. One very mundane and one very mystical. So that the mundane is not enough and the mystical is not enough to understand the entire gamut of hand washing in Judaism. The very mundane reason is that hands are dirty and hands find themselves in all kinds of different places. And because hands are hands and a person has to usually use his hands for all kinds of things, they're usually dirty when it comes time to eat, and that it's a normal, healthy thing that a person should wash his hands before he eats. The idea of, the mystical idea behind washing before we eat bread, it's a sign of purity. During the time of the temple, there was an entire echelon of society that would keep the laws of purity, and aside from hygiene, they would have a higher level of purity in which they engaged in. Now, purity is the opposite of defilement, not the opposite of dirt or filth. And the laws of purity and defilement depend a lot on the construction of the temple and the laws that applied then. In order to keep these laws of purity, many people would wash their hands, and this was a rabbinical idea so that the hands would be considered pure for the eating of pure or holy food, something which was not necessary for regular foods. However, today we don't have these laws of purity. Nevertheless, the symbolism of washing our hands and maintaining them in a status of purity remains with us, and I hope that it'll remain with us until the reconstruction of the temple, when once again the laws of purity will apply and we'll actually need to wash our hands before eating the holy foods that will be relevant at that time.
Thank you very much, Rabbi Samson.
The Weekly Insight is brought to you in cooperation with Machon Meir, the largest Zionist institute in Israel, bringing people closer to Judaism.
That's all for this week. If you have any questions that you would like us to ask Rabbi Samson, you are invited to send us your questions by email. And although I hope by now you know our email by heart, here it is again, yoni@israelnn.com. So join us again next week for another edition of Israeli Salad. Until then, Shabbat Shalom and Shavua Tov.
Yeah.